Neville Goddard's Climbing a Ladder exercise. This video was requested by YouTuber Your Angelness. Neville gave the climbing a ladder exercise to his students to imagine for 3 nights climbing up and down a ladder until one fell asleep. And just as important, during the day, they were to have written down the words, "I will not climb a ladder," and have these written words placed wherever one would regularly see them during the day. And when you would see these words, you would really mean it, that you will not climb a ladder. After 3 days, you let it go, and at the end of the week, if you climbed a ladder, you were welcome back to Neville's next lecture, which ended up being a much smaller group. Neville told those who came back the following week, according to his student, E.O. Locker. Now you all climbed the ladder, and you could have just as easily made $1 million in cash as you did in climbing the ladder. I'm going to teach you how to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Paraphrasing Locker's words. For 3 nights, you imagine climbing a ladder to sleep. You sleep in a position you don't normally sleep in. Like if you normally sleep on your left side, then you sleep on your right side for these 3 nights. Or if you don't normally sleep on your back, then you sleep on your back. So when you go to bed in an unfamiliar position, you're less likely to just go right off to sleep as you normally would. Instead, in your imagination, in first person, as though you were actually climbing a ladder here and now. And you keep repeating, climbing up and down a ladder until you fall asleep. Close your eyes and picture a ladder in front of you. Take your imaginary left hand and reach out, and take hold of the left side of the ladder with your imaginary left hand. And then, with your imaginary right hand, reach out and take hold of the right side of the ladder. Now with your imaginary left foot, lift it up and put it on the first rung. Now push yourself up and start climbing the ladder. When you get to the top of the ladder, climb back down, then climb back up, and then climb back down again. When you wake up in the morning, you must write several notes saying, "I will not climb a ladder," and mean it with all of your heart. When you write it and see it, back in Neville's day, he had his students write the words, "I will not climb a ladder," and put the note in their wallet, where they'd see it throughout the day when they take their wallet out, or to put it on the mirror so every morning when one grooms him or herself, he would see this note. In modern day, people have had success in creating a picture with the words, "I will not climb a ladder," and using it on their cell phone lock screen as well as wallpaper. And it can also be saved on your laptop and or your PC as a screensaver and wallpaper. Neville stressed that it was important to not only imagine climbing a ladder in the imagination to sleep, but also writing the words, "I will not climb a ladder," and placing the notes in places where you will see them throughout the day. He stressed that you must do both of these things, or nothing that is being taught will work. And then after 3 days, you drop it. Some climb the ladder soon, or within the week, or sometimes it happens later. And there are some cases where people said they did not climb a ladder. In the cases of those who did not climb the ladder, you can repeat the exercise another 3 days. Or you can go beyond 3 days until you do climb the ladder. Or you can also try it for something more simpler. But once you succeed in climbing your ladder, the ladder is just a placeholder for whatever it is you want in life. The ladder of health, wealth, happiness, love, wisdom, whatever it is you want. Climbing a ladder seems such an ordinary, arbitrary task. We must learn to look at all of our goals in this way. Climbing a ladder is just a placeholder for any of our heartfelt desires in life. This exercise showed how, on one hand, the power of imagining into sleep, vividly imagining, can triumph over a whole day of thinking of the opposite, that one will not climb a ladder and meaning it. And on the other hand, feeling the opposite, that one will not climb a ladder, may have also removed any resistance that could have delayed the desired outcome. Another thing this exercise can teach you is to go general with a simple desire versus conditioning it and creating possible further resistance. Since we aren't attached to climbing a ladder, we aren't going to ask endless questions about the details of the ladder or how it's going to come about. If you do not climb the ladder within a week, do not beat yourself up about it, as we live in a time where there are more distractions and people's skills to imagine, especially vividly, have atrophied. Just like a pianist must practice playing piano regularly to build the discipline and one-pointed yet relaxed focus to perfect his or her skill, so must we with the art of imagining. If you are having trouble imagining, a good tip from poster Anonymous Coward from the Godlike Productions forum posted: the best exercise Neville taught is at the end of your day, start remembering every little thing that took place in your day. How did you get in bed? Did you brush your teeth? Pet the dog? What did you last eat? How did it smell or taste? Did you have a conversation before bed? What did you think about in your day that you did not complete? And stay on task. Encouraging focus is the most important thing. Don't get discouraged. Get right back on. Refocus. I tell you, if you stick with this, no matter how long it takes to get good, your life is going to change in ways you aren't capable of imagining yet. This would also be a fantastic time to revise any vexations that may have occurred during your day. Instead, repeat several times until it takes on the tones of reality, what you want to have seen or heard instead. In Neville's words from his Lesson 1, Consciousness is the Only Reality lecture, the difference will be appreciated if you will now visualize yourself climbing a ladder. Then with eyelids closed, imagine that a ladder is right in front of you and feel yourself actually climbing it. Experience has taught me to restrict the imaginary actions, which implies fulfillment of your desire, to condense the idea into a single act and to reenact it over and over again until it has the feeling of reality. Locker went on to use the exercise to get within 2 months' time $25,000, equivalent to $250,000 today. And just in a few weeks from that, he got his own Arthur Murray dance studio, when before Neville's exercise it had not been possible. He also went on to become a happy multimillionaire. In Locker's words, I had an unbelievably interesting life because I have no worries. I have nothing to worry about because I know if I get into any kind of trouble that I can imagine my way out of it. Because the thing that runs your life and everybody else's life is what you're thinking when you go to sleep. That's what runs your life completely. If you take my advice, you will never go to sleep depressed. You will never go to sleep unhappy. If you're unhappy, then you think whatever it is that will make you feel happy and grateful. There's always someone out there who has it worse. Paraphrased. So take Neville's challenge and climb the ladder in your imagination for 3 nights. For those who climb the ladder, please post back here your success stories, that they may inspire others to successfully climb the ladder as well. Resource links will be provided in the show info section below this video.